Hello, and welcome back to Robinsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. Please like, comment, subscribe, and totally share with friends that you can share art with. I have not made a round paper cut. I don't know if I've ever done that on this channel. So, I thought today is the day. If you've maybe never seen one of my paper cutting videos before, this is double-sided origami paper. Doesn't matter whether it's, the kind that's white on the back or double-sided. But I really like origami paper because it is so... it's thin and yet it's strong. It's not as sort of flimsy as tissue paper is. So I like that. And it's not bulky, although, in all honesty, most of my life cutting paper cuts, I've used just office paper. Copy paper in colors or in white or anything. So, in case you missed that, I took my square and I folded it in half one way and in half the other way. And then I did the third fold in two parts. I folded the front to the front and the back to the back. Alright, and now I'm just going over these folds so that they're nice and crisp and I know where I'm going. Now for a circle cut, as I said, I haven't done this in a really long time. This is going to be different for me. So I'm doing another fold, a fourth fold, and again I'm folding the front to the front and the back to the back. And I'm making these folds as precise as I can. You start getting down to, hey, you know what, let's come in a little bit. Did that work? Oh. Yeah. Ooh, that's better. Yeah, so anyway, when I start putting this many folds in a piece of paper, it's easy for them to, paper to sort of get to the point where it wants to make its own decisions. Alright, and then you will notice we've got some papers that are kind of short and these papers that are long. So what I'm going to do, actually, if you measured it, oh, you know what, let's use the centimeter ruler for this. This is 7.5 centimeters, and this fold is 8.3 centimeters. So you can see there's a difference, so I want to cut this so that it's from the point to the edge of the paper, it's all the same. Now I just freehand cut that. We will see just how smart I think I am. How did I do? 7.5. 7.6. Pretty close. Okay. shall I start? Let's do a heart. Just because what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. Dionne Warwick, right? Somewhere in the 60s. Okie dokie. This is just to be inspirational. Let's do a floof. That's a technical term. Or a curl. We could call this a curl, where I cut a shape, one shape to kind of curl around another shape. All right, you little paper cut. Yeah, see, now we're dealing with more layers. So, but you see how this shape curls around the top of the heart. And then I'm just going to put a little mandorla here, but there really isn't enough space to do that. So let's put a little diamond. So let's put the mandorla on this side. And let's do a little curl around. That. Let's put all these hearts over here so we don't lose them. Oops. I love when the cut sort of sprays out. And let's see something coming up out of the middle. Alrighty. Are you ready? So I don't know if you know this about me, but when I unfold these paper cuts, I, even after decades of making paper cuts, you would think I would know what it would look like, but I often am surprised by what I just cut, which is kind of fun. It's still exciting for me. Oh, I should maybe have a piece of white paper. This red is very much like the color of my table. So let's put that down. I was doing some paper cuts yesterday, and I still, even after folding all these folds kind of backwards so that they would flatten out, I still had a hard time getting it to sit flat on the table. And one of the things you can do is with a just barely warm iron, you can put a piece of copy paper, just paperweight, over the top of this and iron it, and that helps it a little bit. Check that out. Let's come back out there. Now you can sort of see the whole thing. Look at that. Oh, that's really nice. I love this sort of chrysanthemum shape coming out of the middle. It's really cool. It might be fun someday to try another one. Anyway, a circular paper cut works really well with the fourth fold. Usually when I do paper cuts, I fold it in half and in half and in half just the third time. Somehow when I'm doing a circle, I actually really like putting in the fourth fold. So here we are. Yay! My blessing to you is that in your art studio or in your life, you get to sometimes go back to things that have been really successful and try it again and have the thrill of going back to an old friend technique, and also kind of, like learn new stuff from an old technique. And that goes for our personal lives as well as our art lives. So I'll see you next time. Bye.